Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
Here's Jones. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. What happened there? Was that just a missed assignment on the O-line?
It certainly felt like it, but also the speed of the play. When you're talking about defensive end, they want to be ahead of the clock, don't they? They want to be upfield, making plays on every snap. How about his agility there to run that one down?
3rd play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now Winston. Finds his target, Fuller. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 46. On the counter, here's Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Back at his own 49.
To throw is Winston. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes.
Complete to
every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down.
Down at the 33.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
1st down, Buccaneers.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun, it's Winston. To the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Max Crosby able to record his 5th sack of the season. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Winston. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22.
He's taken down at the 22.
Got what he needed for the 1st down with a gain of 2.
1st down, Tampa Bay.
A 1st down throw for Winston. It's complete to Fuller. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
Winston's pass.
The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down.
I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to love the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter.
Complete.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
It's a gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 7, Raiders nothing. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 23-yard line.
Carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
A 1-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd and 10.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. With a play fake to Jacobs. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
It's 4th down.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. It's taken on the 25. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
At their own 42-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know, they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Buccaneers.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Play fake. Winston. He's got Fuller. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
14.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Fuller. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. From the red zone now, Winston. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Again, it's Winston. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. The Pro Bowler Chris Godwin, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Yards to go.
To the air again with Winston. He sets up the screen to Jones. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
But it brings up 4th down.
They'll run it with Jones. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. Take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Scotty Miller with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure to just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on fourth.
Fourth down.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the second time. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. The 35. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 16 yards, a first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Buccaneers.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Working out of the gun, Winston. And his throw here is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Second and 10. They'll throw again. Winston. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll find Miller. That's complete. 20! And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Rob Gronkowski, his first touchdown on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Here's Gay now to add the extra point.
To kick off for Tampa Bay.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
offense for Las Vegas, about set to begin the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Las Vegas. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Pressure too much. Down he goes. Big Vita Vea pushing his way through to wind up with a sack.
Taken down back at the 30.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Carr. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 11.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. The final shot here before half for Carr. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the 2nd half.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. This will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Once again, it's Jacobs. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
The ball carrier.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
On third down, Muhammad. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They do go for it. It's caught, and it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll go again to Jones. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders 17. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones, and he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
8-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
For 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound. They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jeff Heath. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
The ball carrier.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2nd and 5.
5 yards remain on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Jacobs. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 5.
They'll try the left side. Muhammad. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They go with Jacobs. And some space here. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big play there for the Raiders. 30 yards.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. It looks like a jumbo set with fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
28 yards.
That's good for 28 yards.
Tampa Bay.
Now Winston. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And this offense continues to pour it on. Gay is on for the point after. Whoa. He just yanked that one well to the left and no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Tigers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this fourth quarter. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And they'll get this to Ruggs on the jet sweep. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now a give, right side. Muhammad. And he's got some space here. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
Ordinarily 3rd down is a passing down, but how about that explosive run right there? And when you get a run like that, that means everything came together. Offensive linemen, they didn't just get to the first guys. They got to the 2nd level to help downfield. And I've always said, any run over 7 yards means the wide receivers have done an excellent job blocking downfield.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run with Muhammad. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the 1st down marker at the Bucs 29. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. 1st level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jacobs. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll try and run for it. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there, relied on the big guys up front, and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
2nd and 11 now. They'll try the left side. Muhammad. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
Bringing up 3rd and 12.
The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. Then he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
A loss of 2 yards.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. And no move to pull Carr and the offense off. They're going to go on 4th down. One final try now for Carr. He's going to go up top for the end zone.